Altria Theatre in Richmond.
This was a piece of architecture.
Since opening its doors in 1927,
a Richmond gem, in my opinion.
The venue has welcomed legendary performers.
You name them, they probably came through here at some point.
But 70 years ago this summer, Richmond Magazine's senior writer, Harry Kolach Jr., says one of the most remarkable performances unfolded backstage.
Very brief. That whole encounter was extremely brief.
No spotlights and not an audience member in sight.
One of the more unique photographs of Elvis was taken right here.
On June 30th, 1956, a relatively unknown singer was performing 2 shows at what was then known as the Mosque.
Elvis. A young Elvis.
Presley expert Mandy Lawrence says freelance photographer Alfred Wertheimer, hired by RCA, follows the 21-year-old phenom.
No boundaries. He was a fly on the wall. He was a true documentarian.
But this was a new push by RCA because the kids were grooving on him.
On this summer day, the photographer documents more than he ever expects.
It ended up being like the work he's probably most famous for.
Between sets, Elvis and his blue suede shoes are captured in black and white.
So at first he gets them photographed as silhouettes in front of a window at the end of the hallway.
Elvis and an unknown woman canoodle just feet from the stage.
But this was 2 people, messing around in the stairwell, and it was Elvis.
Alfred keeps clicking.
As Wertheimer's trying to get closer and closer. And at one point, this little warning light goes off in his head and he says, "Should I be taking pictures of this? This is very intimate."
This picture, the kiss, would be called the most sensuous image in music history.
So it became part of the legend and the lore.
Alfred's photographs were different. They were more of the man in the moment and not the stardom.
Photographer Mandy Lawrence, the founder of Elvis and the Wild, marvels at Wertheimer's artistry.
It's just a beautiful image, and you look at that image and you just feel kind of the joy and playfulness and intimacy that they had in that moment in that tiny space.
The sizzling smooch in a Richmond stairwell smolders for decades.
That moment happened here, and Alfred Wertheimer captured it for us. This brief moment of light and shadow. Had he not been there to take advantage of it, it would never have been recorded.
The grainy kiss tantalizes legions of fans. But just who is the woman sharing lunch with Elvis at the Jefferson Hotel, riding in a cab, and ultimately embracing him?
Again, I think for a long time there was the mystique associated with it. We didn't know who the woman was.
Several female fans claim to be the one in the photos, but Wertheimer rebuffs them for 55 years, until Barbara "Bobby" Gray steps forward.
Elvis turned around and I almost fainted. He was absolutely gorgeous.
He would ask their height, he would ask what they did that day, and nobody could quite tell the story exactly how it should have been told. Only Bobby could.
Miss Gray was just 20 years old when she spends the day with the budding singer.
Then Elvis came out and he took me out in the hallway.
In 2016, this journalist shared a conversation with Miss Gray at her home in Charleston, South Carolina.
He was just saying, "I just want to hold you. I just want to kiss you. I just want to get to know you better."
Bobby accepts an invitation from Elvis to watch him perform in Richmond.
He just reached out and hugged me. I didn't know what to say. I mean, it was like I was numb.
Barbara never predicting she would become part of rock and roll royalty.
And he was close enough to just lean forward with his tongue out. And that's how quick it happened. It was a very comfortable day. It was like I knew him all my life.
At least for one afternoon, Miss Gray relishes her role as the King's Queen, frozen forever on film.
It's really cool to be able to see her get her flowers. I can't imagine what having a day date with Elvis Presley in 1956 would have been like. I'm sure it was a lot of fun.
And at this time, it gives me extreme pleasure to introduce the new Elvis Presley. Here he is.
The day after his Richmond concert, Elvis appears on The Steve Allen Show in New York. The man from Memphis rockets to fame. Barbara never sees Elvis again.
Oh, it was wonderful, and I'm sure that every girl in the world would like to have been me.
Back at Altria.
Even the even the texture on the wall. And that is a part of the photos. Like, even that's exactly the same.
Just off stage, not much has changed since that June day in 1956.
I just assumed this space to look different. You know, 70 years later, it's gonna look a little different, and it did not. It looked like I was walking back into time.
For Presley expert Mandy Lawrence, this nondescript hallway holds a place in pop culture history.
Gosh, and it's just such a little space. Like, you can feel what it felt like when he was in here. It's cool even if you're not an Elvis fan.
For it is the exact spot of the King's Kodak moment, sealed with a kiss.
Just so special. And we're so lucky to still have it.
For I Have a Story,
Anybody that looks at these photographs feels these photographs.
I'm Greg McQuade,
They're just beautiful. They're beautiful to look at.
CBS 6 News.